In a previous video, I have told you the tricks, the effective online teaching principles. And in this video, I am continuing with the same. So what are more principles to be followed so that you may prove yourself the best online teacher? So first of all, question is why online teaching? The past few days have seen increasing number of schools, colleges and universities across the world announce that they are moving to online only learning. Nearly 500,000 of teachers are busy working in online process to move their face-to-face lesson online. Designing online courses takes significant time and effort that we all know. Right now, however, we need a simpler formula. Here are some more quickie tips to make online teaching better from an expert online learning. So first of all, I'll suggest you to record your lectures. Don't stream online, because if students are unwell or they are struggling with internet access or electricity failure, they will miss a live streamed lecture. Record videos instead wherever possible and send them to your students so that they can watch in their own time. Show your face in your videos lectures. This is a must, because research has shown that lecture videos that show instructor's face are more effective than simple narrated side slows. Intersperse your slides with video of yourself. Keep videos short. Don't make longer videos, because videos longer than 20 minutes can cause issues of slow downloading, learners distraction or reducing concentration, you can say. If you have more to teach, record 2 or 3 short videos. Then double check your slides and videos. What it means? Make sure you test the slides on a smartphone before shooting your lectures and sending them to your students. So all text is readable on small screens, font sizes, colors, template designs and screen ratios can be double checked. Don't hesitate to use existing resources. It is impracticable to be expecting that you on your own will bring into being a semester's worth of high quality videos. You can use pre-developed resources available online and provide students with clickable links. Before sending links to students, make sure they are open access. Using unlocked resources help prevent admittance problems for students. If any of your recommended resources are not easy to get to, you will receive an inbox full of students' emails and, in the end, waste of your time troubleshooting. Spending a few extra minutes watchfully searching for fully open access stuffs will save you a pain later on. Give specific instructions regarding links provided. That means when you suggest online media which runs for longer than 20 minutes, students will be put off watching. Instead, suggest the exact parts they need. For example, 7 minutes 35 seconds to 17 minutes 28 seconds, as this can even make students more curious about the content. When you provide more than 2 resources, label them in the order you want students to approach them. Simple numbering based on the level of difficulty or importance of each resource item can be of great help for your students. Provide interactive activities to keep them in touch with you. That means most e-learning management systems such as Moodle, Edmodo and Blackboard include a range of functions to create interactive learning activities such as quizzes. Step-by-step guides to creating them are widely available online. Use them. It is important to create videos which show your face. Set reasonable expectations. When you construct quizzes, you should make clear in your mind that all questions can be answered by referring to the given learning resources. When you ask students to write a review of lecture videos, you should make it clear that this is not a serious report, making this as a compulsory assignment but a low stakes task will fabricate the best outcomes and responses from students. A set of 20 quiz questions or a 500 words limit will be sufficient to engage students. Use auto-checking to measure attendance. Yes, for attendance purpose, give duty to some of your students on rotation basis. If you tell students that their attendance will be measured by their participation in the quiz, it will increase compliance. However, you won't have time to check them all. So use the automatic checking and grading features on the e-learning management systems. Motivate students to take control. You can set up online group spaces for small groups of students and ask them to support and consult with one another before sending emails to you directly. You can post a couple of questions to help students breaking the ice and start conversation. Encourage students to use the communication tools they prefer. Some groups will click well and some will not. But this little tip can make students feel socially supported and reduce your inbox traffic as well. And finally, don't hide your feelings. Online teachers' emotions openness is a great instructional strategy. Tell your students that it is your first time teaching online and you are learning while teaching. Explicitly ask them to help you, reassuring them that you will do your very best to support their learning as well. They will be sympathetic since they share the same emotions and you will be set up for the success. I think this video will help you to make you the best online teacher. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel and share this video with the teachers community to help them and to make them the best online teacher. Thank you once again.